good morning. Welcome to Tottenham Tantrum Gold, your home, your classic games, content and debate. Well, at transfer deadline day, there is 11 hours, 21 minutes and 10 seconds and a couple of funny looking numbers left. Can Tottenham get over the line the two signings they have got, but which they have done? This morning we'll be talking about that, and we're talking about loads of other things, talking about the protests as well, with Brian down at the Tottenham training ground. Sent him a link. I did jump on during the opening credits. I think he jumped off, but he will jump back on again. But this morning, seeing us through this first bit of the transfer deadline shows is below is the coffee man who makes all the decent coffee, and I think we're going to need some of that coffee today. He is everyone's favourite coffee maker. It's Ben from the coffee shop. Morning, Ben. How are you?
Doing all right. Just got my second cup, and it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a fun day, I reckon.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day. And next to me, well, he's like the Jim White of our channel on deadline day. He's in the know everywhere, but he is ready. He's one hell of a nice guy. I know you look a bit confused by that.
Yeah, how am I in the know? I don't claim to be an ITK.
He's in the
know
know.
everything, Coover. You know everything. He's my mate and he's everyone's mate. It's Coover99. How are you, Coover, this morning, sir?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm clueless.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm fine, mate. I'm fine, mate. I'm not sure about the Jim White reference, but we'll proceed.
I will get one reference right that you will like one morning. Do you know that?
I don't know. I'm 50 now. I'm not hedging my bets in my lifetime.
You don't look 50. You look 30.
Coover James May at this rate.
Yeah, Coover looks 35. He doesn't look 50 at all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Right.
Anyway, good morning.
You're not going to start sending me flowers and crap, are you?
No, you're not my type. Right, really, Coover, you're not my type. Sorry, it's the facial hair that does it. So. Right. Now we've got that publicly out of the way. Should we go through some of the comments?
Go on then.
Yeah.
Philip Brady, morning, mate. Good of you to join us. Philip. Are we sticking with two new players, or is there a surprise signing on the way? Who knows?
As far as I know, it's only the two signings and the three going out, but I can't. But you never know. You never know. There's always a surprise.
Apparently, we've made a bid for Yannick Carrasco, but apparently they've knocked it back because I don't have the time to replace him.
Yeah, that one probably will be a summer transfer, not a January one.
I wouldn't go for Carrasco. He's a good player, but I wouldn't have him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's done all right.
Do we know what sort of bid was made? Or
apparently it was like €50 million.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just bollocks. Then I don't believe that one somehow. Do you?
I couldn't see them pay. I couldn't see them doing 50 million to start off with. They probably would have put in a 20 million bid or something.
No, it wasn't
really lower.
A packet of Frazzles and a Freddo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And the sausage roll just to get it over the line. You know, we'll give you a sausage roll as well. Right. We've got Stephen Cartwright. Good morning, sir. And he's Philip. Who knows?
Stephen Cartwright saying, I think we need to offload a couple first.
Yeah.
Offload some regardless of whether we bring some in, really.
That's it. Very quickly, we'll stop the comments. We'll bring this man in because his battery needs to last all day. It's Brian, absolute gentleman and a legend from the training ground. Brian, how's the protest going this morning so far?
It's going good. We've got so much traction passing us on the road, honking, leading out. There is, I'll show you in a minute. At the moment, we didn't think there'd be a lot of turnout in the morning. There's a good 15 of us all here now. And I'll just take you over to see the banners. I'll turn my camera around. You'll see all the banners that are out. Let me just walk across. So wait, you're obviously going to... You can probably see all those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
There is stuff happening, as you can see right behind me. There's
screen. We need his screen. Leave you out.
as you can hear, there is more people here than any combined effort there has been last time. And we always knew that there were going to be more people come. You can hear it all now. So as you can hear, like I said, all the numbers and the bigger numbers will come when people finish work, when people have got their responsibilities done. It was always going to be done in the evening. There are a good few more people, and I mean more people. We were going very quiet on Twitter because we didn't want it. Oh, look, there's 2 of you, there's 3 of you. So we've just put a tweet out, or I have, and I urge everyone to retweet it. Just saying, we're here, haven't shown face. You're the first channel that's seen the people. So I've just sent the pictures out to say, yeah, we're here where we said we'd be. So yeah, it's early days, been here since 7:30, and it's gradually getting bigger, mate. It's gradually getting bigger. So let's just hope for much, much more, and we'll see what happens during the day.
Yeah, well, big up, Brian. Look, I'll let you go and save your battery, sir, but big up, Brian, for doing the protest.
Cheers, guys. As I said, I promised that I'll come on your show, and as you know, I'm a man of my goddamn word.
You were.
Now we're off to fight the good fight. And one thing I will confirm, I'll give you a little Levy. So we went out to pick Josh, the Tottenham guy, with Ryan, and as we went out and went to pick him up, guess who came out of that front entrance in his Bentley? For the second time, I have missed Daniel Levy. Obviously, he's left the training ground, but it could have been he left the training ground just to drive up to the other exit to see what's going on. Or he's gone probably to a bank to borrow some more money rather than getting it from... Who knows where he's gone? I'm sure he's coming back. Don't get me wrong, he's coming back. There's no way he's left for the day. If he's left for the day, then we're in serious problems. But yeah, Daniel Levy has seen what's outside. He has seen the banners. I didn't see it. But, right, listen, I'm going. Bob's calling me. I'm going. Bob's calling me. I'll speak to you later, Levy.
Levy out. Wow. There you go. Awesome, isn't it?
I just love the fact a few signings get made.
Yeah.
Double the protest.
Yeah.
just get in there. Can't let this go because it's way more about just a couple of signings this window.
Yeah.
What Brian's doing, what Brian and all the lads there are doing, it's about 21 years of neglect. Yeah. It's about 21 years of letting the fans down constantly.
Yeah.
So big up to him. And if there is anybody out there in the area,
get down there.
It's just an hour or so to spare. Please head along. Give Brian some support.
It's a shame it's not doable for me.
Absolutely.
I mean, if I wasn't in Ireland, I'd be down there today. I really would. I'll be doing the show from there today. But big up to everyone. You know, we'll do our best on this channel. We'll keep it going as well for Brian. Brian knows that.
And if you can't make it, find him on Twitter. Retweet Brian's posts. Hashtag Levy out. Hashtag Enoch out. It all helps. It's part of a not much bigger movement.
Yeah. And as you see at the bottom of the screen there, hashtag Levy out, Enoch out. We've got that. We'll have that going across the screen all day. And on all the shows we do today, that will be going out, and those future shows as well. But big up, Brian. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, sir. Very, very appreciate and really appreciate all the work you do and all the Levy Out movement people. Not just Brian. There's a lot of people behind the scenes as well that have put a lot of work into this as well. So all of them people deserve a huge credit for what they're doing. But Brian, big up, man. And everyone that's down there today, well done. We're with you. And, let's hope he gets the message. Either he sells up or he starts investing properly in the squad, one or the other. But I think now it's time. Enoch went and Levy went. So big up, guys. Right, we get back to some of these credit. We've got Steve Cartwright saying, seems like nobody wants them. And then we've got this one from Philip. Sky just announced that, who's that one, Ben?
Yannick Carrasco.
Won't be leaving Atalanta Madrid this month. Spurs have made an inquiry. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Not a player we need, but it's good that we're looking at right wingers.
Yeah.
Right back. It's a good sign.
Yeah. But you never know. funnier things have happened than transfer deadline day. And who knows? Will the protests outside the ground make him spend a bit more money?
He certainly does fit that right wing back role anyway. So as Ben says, it's promising that we're at least looking at that sort of player. Because
are you surprised, Cooper, we haven't gone for a right wing back? Are you really shocked, or are you just for the players that we are bringing in?
Yeah, I mean, we were led to believe quite a long time ago that was a priority, was the right wing back slot. I mean, when Conte goes public saying he's concerned about the lack of quality on delivery coming from the wide positions, it's pretty obvious what the sort of player he's after at the moment. So why we've left it this late, God knows why. It's just typical Levy, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
So it's all well and good making a couple of signings, but it's so late. We could have been using these players in earlier games. We literally could be dropping points because of this bloody reluctance to get anything going. It's just us all over. Has been for a long time like this.
Yeah, and it has to stop. Salary agent. Oi, oi, oi. Good morning, sir.
Oi.
And here we go. There's your mate from the Friday night show and the Saturday night show, Alexander Hilton, saying it's coys, and he's saying tic tac, and then he's saying nah steak. Right,
the steak song never dies.
No, go on then, Cook. I'll hit a new read in there.
Okay, Alan Harris, morning, mate. Let's say morning to all. Irish Hotspur. There's David, our mate over at once we shift out Delhi and Ndombele and Lo Celso, expect another incoming.
That's
certainly
the solution we need, David.
Certainly hope so. Yeah.
Morning, Dave, me Irish brother. Hope you're doing well, sir.
You know what? Even if we didn't get any incoming,
watching
those three go out is just a moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those three
two of them could be going. I think one will be staying until the summer, but if three can go out, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Sorry,
Philip Brady. Morning, mate. Oh, hang on. Did we do the
Alan Harris? Sorry, I missed Alan Harris one.
Okay, Alan Harris. Just saying he hopes he's right, so David. Philip saying, can see Delhi staying. The other two will go. Clubs will be wary of Delhi's commitment. Yeah, of course they will.
That's true. That is very true. Alexander Hilton's just talking to Philip there. Carl Simpson, good morning, sir.
Morning, mate. Morning, gents. They reckon we get all of these players out. More than just two are coming.
I mean,
maybe.
I would be absolutely over the moon if we get those three out and get 4 players in.
That would actually turn out. Well, depends who they are, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah. I mean, at least if they've got effort and they're willing to run for the team, that's all I need.
Yeah.
We've got Wayne Bonner. Morning, Wayne.
Morning, mate. Morning, fellas, and everyone in the chat. Have we managed to get Levy out of the club on a transfer yet? No, it would have been the best one of the lot.
Yeah, nobody wants to buy him for some reason. Nobody wants to buy him.
Look, at the moment, probably Everton would. I'd have a from the Wembley one. Heading to the protest on Hotspur Way. Levy and Nick out. I would.
Well done, man. Well done. Fair play to you. Fair play to you.
Trying to work out what the I would at the end was. Perhaps he was typing more and it cut out. I don't know.
David actually continued it underneath. Actually, he has continued it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Hamilton saying, "Love the intro."
Thank you very much.
Phil did us a great job there.
He did. Phil did us a fantastic job there. Absolutely brilliant. And if you're watching Phil, big up, sir.
He is. I saw him in the comments down below, so he's there somewhere.
Moondog saying, "Good morning, guys. I hope you're all well." Yeah, good here, mate. Good here, mate. Hope you're good too. Tavakun saying, "I wouldn't be surprised if Levy self-sabotages the 2 Juve deals later today. Signature move by Dr. Evil." I'm probably going to say, I think.
Yeah. Well, if he can sabotage a move after both of them are signed, that would be deeply impressive. That might be funny.
Yeah, actually, it would.
Yeah.
2 seconds, boys.
It would be
no
something.
problem. Mark Cousins, morning, mate. Morning, gents. Have we signed anyone else yet? I noticed you changed the question a little bit. The 2 we got aren't confirmed though. Looks pretty likely though, to be fair.
One of them has actually completed his medical. The other one's doing his medical in Uruguay because he's playing tonight for his national team. So them 2 will be put through today. As for a third one, we can all live and hope, but there's a few ringing a few fires. But as from yet, we haven't heard anything yet.
Well, mind you, I can remember the likes of William was on his way to complete the medical with us anyway and ended up at Chelsea.
I know he did the medical, which they signed him after the medical. Really, that was a scandal, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Decided to go to Chelsea. Cheap bastard. Right. William Kelly, good morning, William.
Good morning, William. Alex is saying, is this going to be an all-day stream? Definitely not.
No.
Fairly short one this morning, to be fair.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be back on at 9 o'clock this evening. There is no 5:30 show, but we're on at 9 o'clock this evening. Me and Ben and Mr. K. We're doing the final 4 hours of the transfer deadline. See if Tottenham can buy any. But if Tottenham do buy any extra players, we will pop on for 5-10 minutes. But I think we're all on different streams today for a few minutes here and there. So you will see us out and about.
Done that one.
Yeah.
Celery agent, high stakes to Monday. Yeah. I'm sure Alex will love to hear that.
I bet he loves high stakes.
Let's have plenty of time today for Levy to wreck things. There is. Yeah. There is. John Fitzpatrick, big up everyone. Big up yourself, mate. Good of you to join us.
Yeah.
And Chris Agomba, hi, hello all. Hello, Chris.
Yeah.
Big up Dermot and Coos and King Kauffie. King Kauffie, I like.
Yeah, I do.
I like it.
The king is in the room.
And Nicholas Collison, hello all.
Morning.
Hello, mate.
That's
good
a new name.
No, he's been on a few times.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on bonfire with this one, but ever since a certain adult toy was put in a Sky reporter's face at Stoke City, all the news reporters are inside the training grounds. So unfortunately, it isn't Levy, Neil, Brian Daigle one, as much as we want it to be.
No, it doesn't matter. Let's claim it anyway.
Yeah.
So we're doing an Arsenal. Okay, let's claim it.
So it's not okay. Stevie Fraser, morning, chaps. He says, fingers crossed. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're all about as Spurs fans, isn't it? It's hope all the way. Phil saying, morning to Jim White. Oh, morning, mate. It's a Hollywood morning. It's 7 a.m. for you there, I think. Oh no, wait, that's West Coast. So that's about 4 a.m. I think.
He's probably still partying with Snoop Dogg and all them, you know. Yeah.
Cruising around in an open top limo with holding champagne out of the roof. William Kelly
shouting, I'm Phil, Hollywood Phil.
William Kelly saying, boys, who is impressed by these 2 signings? I'm kind of bit reserved on it. There's potential in Kulusevski, I think. He didn't do particularly well last season, though. I don't think. But we'll see. Sorry?
The change of system, I think, affected him.
Maybe. We'll see. But other one I'm a bit underwhelmed with, to be honest. But he may turn out to be what we need. We'll wait and see.
Same with Amrabat. We don't really need a high quality player. We just need a player in that midfield who's good on the ball. He's not going to make too many mistakes, and he's going to work hard for the team, unlike some of the other drops we've got.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Delhi and Ndombele and the Celso, yeah, anybody with a good work ethic's an upgrade. Alex saying below that, Atletico rejected us signing Carrasco.
Yeah,
we said that earlier. Any news? Go on, Cliff, sorry.
Any news on the stadium rights and the takeover?
Yeah, Tottenham Tantrum Gold is officially sponsoring Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's going to be the Tottenham Tantrum Gold Arena. There's going to be an enormous head of Dermot on the top of the stadium. And there's going to be a new lounge, the Couva Love Lounge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Coming soon to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
and Ben's dad's going to buy the club from us and install Ben as the new chairman of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. There you go. So there you go. There's your naming rights and your takeover. No, as far as I know, Phil, that you know what I know.
Sorry, I'll just be a second.
You know, Phil, I can't say now what I know yet because I need it to be absolutely right. So you know what I know. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know anything.
I'll tell you off there. Right, morning, guys. On the way to Hospital Way, disappointing that so far Sky Sports News coverage on site is from inside the training ground. No, I think you've explained that, haven't you, Ben?
Yeah, they were always going to do it. They do it every transfer deadline day now because of the shenanigans that you always get one idiot that does something really stupid, and you never know when it's going to be something dangerous, a dangerous idiot. So it's good call from Sky Sports to have to protect themselves and protect their employees and their cameramen and the crews. You've got to protect people.
Yeah, but it's a shame we needed to get there. But anyway, look, it's good protest down there. Big up to Brian Daigle and everyone down there. And let's get that message out. Leave out in your camp. It's what we need. City agent, he's talking to Steve Fraser's talking to City agent. Classy leave it from Wembley 1. Classic Levy move to make a bid. He knows he has no chance of being accepted.
This is maybe
but that's true. I can't disagree with that. Can you?
No, you can't disagree with it. But if we'd signed Carrasco, I'd be happy with Carrasco at right wing back. He could do that role very, very well, and he's a quality footballer. So maybe it's a sign of coming. If we're trying to buy a 50 million quid player in Carrasco, maybe we're going to go for another player. Clearly, there's money available.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
doesn't
just have to wait and see. But a lot can happen between now and 11 o'clock tonight.
Personally, I agree with what he said there. Though it's a classic Levy move, offering so late and below what they're asking for.
50 million for Carrasco is good money. It's just they can't replace him.
Yeah, absolutely. Derek Hutchinson, morning, gents.
Apparently, Phil Lattis is drinking champagne off Adele's body. His words, not mine.
Oh dear. I can't wait for my few days off. Oh, Lord. Well, good morning, Derek Hutchinson, anyway. Steve Fraser, he's saying big up to Brian.
Saying no one should underestimate the effect you're having, even if we make signings. Keep going, man, and thanks from all of us who can't be with you. Absolutely, mate.
Absolutely. That's
reiterate that entirely.
Yeah, I've put that star comment of the show.
Atavakron saying, what's the betting we would have nobody signed without the protests? Yeah, you wonder, don't you?
You don't know.
Makes you wonder, though, doesn't it? Because
it's not. It's like you've got no variables.
Yeah, you'd have to think Conte would be pushing for signings because he clearly doesn't think the squad's good enough to do what he wants.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good question. It's up in the air, isn't it? We can't possibly tell.
No. I'm just seeing pictures of Van der Beek at the Everton training ground. Why do they always turn up in blacked out cars?
So you can't see them?
He's embarrassed that he's going to Everton.
Oh, is that it? All right, okay.
Stevie Fraser, Levy has his spies out, too scared to drive past Brian.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be fun if that was the case. It really would. Is it coincidence, or is he just timing it when Brian's not there? It's an interesting one. It's funny. Yeah. It's funny anyway. That's for sure.
They will meet. They will come past each other. Brian and Levy.
Alex saying, rumour has it Levy is going to the Kaufman Cafe. Yeah. That'll be great. Get him on the show, mate.
It'd be funny. He just came and just sat next to me right here, plumped himself down. Right, lads. Here's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
He's just come on with the right attitude on. You effing what?
Daniel Levy is the new member of Tottenham Tantrum Gold. He's joining us on a 5-year deal.
That'll get a few views, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it would. I think the 36 we've got watching us at the moment would actually double or treble. I think
would be spammed with Brian Daigle saying, "Can I come on? Can I come on?"
As soon as Brian shows his face, he just right. I've got to go. Bye. Out the door.
No, I'm locking the door. I'm hiding the key.
There'll just be smoke appears on the screen and it just fades out through the door.
Either that, or we could have Levy chasing Ben round his coffee room to the Benny Hill theme
tune. Have to catch me
that would be brilliant.
I think I'll be chasing him.
Levy isn't going to chase people; he'll pay people to chase Ben round.
But anyway, we'll have it as we can have it as the Ben Hill theme tune, and then running around his coffee shop. Be fun.
John Fitzpatrick, there's only one Brian Daigle. Absolutely,
good man. Yeah,
good to see he's got a bit of support there this morning. Yeah. Well, he has had a week, but I mean, good to see it's growing numbers. That's the main thing. Cole Simpson, Cresco has got a release clause, and apparently we are going back in. Yeah. Bet we still offer below the release clause, though.
Yeah, I would like to know what his release clause is. I actually look into that.
It would surprise me if it was 60 million. We always offer 10 million less.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh has joined in there at the
good morning, Josh.
Good morning, mate. Good of you to get there.
We just saw his mate. We just saw his face when Brian went by. That.
The problem with Josh after he shaved his head is he looks like a hired goon. So I bet everyone's terrified.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mind you, he's silent now, isn't he? Because his legs are like cleanly waxed, and he'll make no noise when he moves. Ninja assassin. Tavagron, even with all these two supposed signings from Juve, it's all done. All it's done is turn this window from being a truly catastrophic one into just a distinctly mediocre one. So many holes in the squad to be filled. Absolutely. Yeah. It's a massive rebuild.
That's a deal, though. Unless you're Newcastle and you are absolutely desperate for players and you're playing over the odds and you're playing lower mid-table players, top-tier Premier League money, which is what they're doing. They're paying players like Dan Burn, who are in a relegation side, like 150 grand a week. That's the only way you can get players in the door. It's the only way. They have to, otherwise they're going down.
Yeah, I think if we do get in, well, I mean, if we got in something like a right wing back and another central defender as cover, would you be happy with that, Ben?
No, because we still haven't got a second striker. I'm never happy with the window because there's always room for improvement, and you should never be happy with your transfer window ever. If you're happy with your transfer window, it means you've taken your foot off the gas.
I've forgotten who it was that said it. Well, perhaps it was Conte himself. It might have been a Mourinho quote too. Just saying about no manager's ever happy with their squad. They always want one more player.
Happy with their squad, shouldn't they?
And we need a right wing back and we need a second striker. Absolutely definite. John Fitzpatrick saying big up Josh.
Spurs related. Hello, Chaos. Hello, man.
Yeah.
And then he's saying, I prefer chaos to chaps.
I like chaos. Yeah.
It is like chaos.
That's kind of that's our Friday stuff anyway. Atavacron saying team needs getting players in early to help. It's utterly irrelevant to Levy. I agree. All about saving a few weeks' wages that can be redirected to his own annual bonus, which is upcoming. Yeah, I'll agree with all of that.
I do. I mean, it reeks of it, doesn't it? I mean, we should be getting players in from the 1st of January. Yeah. Even before the 1st of January, we should have them ready to roll. So
Absolutely.
When the 1st of January hits, we just sign them there. this does stink of that, and also it stinks of he knows if Conte walks out the door, it's going to give the Levy out more ammunition than we've already got at the moment. I mean,
oh God, yeah! If Conte walks, it is kicking off big time.
So
absolutely big time.
He knows he's got to back Conte now. He may be backing them with a few of these and get Tonga out, South out.
Yeah, we'll carry on. Dermot's going to be okay. Just having a bit of a timeout. Yeah, I'll know what you mean at Tavakron. It's there's too many of us saying the same things on this sort of thing, isn't it? Levy has got form, and we're not happy about it. He's been like it for 21 years. Enough's enough. William Kelly saying the two signings from Juve stink of desperation. They do a little bit to me, but.
Good. Have more desperation and sign Dybala and Morata as well. Well, that's the desperation I need.
What has happened to Dybala?
Yeah. No idea. He wants a free transfer. He wants to go on a free so he can earn stupid money and a signing on fee.
Do you think he's going to become our new Damayao?
Probably. Depends where he goes in summer. There is still a possibility.
John Fitzpatrick saying Delhi to PSG at the last minute. Wait and see.
Yeah,
it's an interesting one.
I've actually there's a comment here from Josh, which might add some credence to that. So I didn't mean to double that one there. Delhi left the training ground waving goodbye. Could be the end of his tenure at Spurs.
Good.
That's interesting. He's done 10 minutes of training. That's him done for the day. Can't expend any more energy.
Yeah.
Just going for a quick bath and get onto TikTok.
In his hair.
Yeah. Alan Harris, Ben passion disappeared once the game became about money. Absolutely. Yeah.
Can't really argue with that, can I?
Yeah, that's not just Levy's fault though. That is just
that's society in general. It's not just football.
You said yourself, Kuva, about the Premier League being formed. You always said that it changed for you once the Premier League came in.
Ruined the game. Absolutely ruined it. Money got crazy. It was getting bad enough already, but
there's a story about that. When the Premier League were being formed and ITV and BBC were trying to get the rights to sell the rights, ITV had given the Football League a certain amount of money for the rights, to show First Division and everything. All the clubs were going to sign it, but for a group of 6, which was Ivan Scholar, Man United, Liverpool, whatever. When Alan Sugar took over the club in 91, to finish off the deals for the Premier League, he actually walked out to a phone box and rang up Sky, apparently, and said to Sky, "This is what ITV and BBC are offering. Treble it." And Sky trebled it and got the rights. And it's actually it was on the documentary, and he said that himself. He went out and actually rung whoever he had to ring and said, "Right, this is what they're offering, treble it."
Interesting one. How much influence does he have on Sky then?
Well, I'd say him and Rupert Murdoch sort of go in the same circles. All these rich millionaires, billionaires do.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
It was like The Simpsons when Mr. Burns Mr. Burns went a pound under a billionaire and he was forced to go into the Millionaires Club. It's sort of like that.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, there's a point. Eugene from Spurswasion. Hello, everyone. Big up. Morning, mate. Good of you to join us.
Yeah.
And he continues with just Levy out. There you go. Nice and simple. We like that.
Yeah.
Phil saying heard Basuma could be an option. Great purchase from Brighton if we could.
I wouldn't sign him personally, but he's a good player.
That was isolating last night. But I haven't heard any more on it, so I don't know what's happening. But Phil, keep us up to date if you hear any more.
I don't think Brighton will sell another one of their first 11 players in the window after selling Dan Burn.
It seems unlikely, but if we're actually going to offer a lot of money, then that always changes things. But, yeah. Chris saying, "Oh, great show yesterday to Eugene." Yeah, they did have a great show. Atavacron saying, "Never underestimate Levy's ability to scupper any deals we might have had at the very last moment. He has it down to a fine art." Yeah, it's always been one of those ones we've talked about, isn't it? Is he deliberately doing it just to save money and save face at the same time, so it looks like he's doing something the fans want.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. Right. Agree, mate. I totally agree, mate. And next one on. Do you want me to do this, Dermot?
No, I'm all right. Did just all talk? No, it's all right. This one here. So we're all just talking to each other.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Steve Shezza. And Alan Harris. Who's that? Nicholas Collison bloke.
Don't know.
Decent chat.
Yeah, he's there in the chat. I'm ready for deadline day. Let's have it, says David.
I've just sent you a message, Cooper. David just sent me a message.
That,
yeah, so we're all right for that. And that includes you too, Ben.
Yeah, what time? You just need to get me a time.
He'll let me know. Sorry.
Because I've got to think about my own stream.
That's true.
Mark Cousins, have I been ousted by Mr. K?
No, you're coming on, Mark.
Show Mr. Cousins. The more the merrier.
There you go.
You're on tonight,
bring some pints, bring a suit, and let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And bring some Zoida.
Yeah. I like you when you say that, Cooper. It's so funny.
Well, it's my part of the world, and same with Mark Cousins.
How long have you been living down there now, Cooper?
Oh, really long time.
And you haven't got the accent at all, have you?
I have a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm one of these people. If I start talking to my mates up from around sort of Boreham Wood and Barnet way, I'm straight back into that accent again after about a week.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. Perhaps it's more sort of my telephone voice, this one, than when I'm relaxed. If I'm relaxed and I've been drinking, it starts going a lot more Wurzel then. But no, it's just brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
Chris, well, gotta love the regional accents anyway. It's fun. Irish Shots was in the Irish Shots. So big up, David, says Chris.
Yeah, big up, David. Absolutely fantastic show.
And Alan saying morning to you, Jin. John Fitzpatrick said, David Harris, are you happy with the transfers? I can find out on his show later.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see how happy he is.
Is the cheese room going to be replaced by the coffee room? Says that about.
Well, the difference is with the cheese room, I actually say what I think.
Ooh, controversial.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Laid back but controversial at the same time. Chill, but with a little bit of a puzzled look on your face. Stevie Fraser, teams are all about the blend. Young, experienced, technical fighters, etc. I'm hoping these buys come from Conte's understanding of what he needs. Not every player needs to be a superstar. Absolutely correct, man. The real question is, are they definitely coming from Conte? Or is it a Paratici sort of inspired one that he's working with Levy with, and Conte's just sort of reluctantly going along with them? That's what we won't know yet, but we'll see in the course of time, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Taker, morning, mate. Morning. 2 good signings and one, and I hear one more on the way, either a striker or centre back. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Could be. Atavacron, morning, David. The Irish Hotspur is in the house. It certainly is.
Yeah. Then you've just got Selly Agent saying big up David, and then Alexander Hilton.
Bet we will buy Lazari. No, Lazari, surely.
Lazari.
Yeah, Lazari. Yeah.
I hope we do get him. That's a cool name. We've got to say quickly, though, big up the cheese room. No, as long whatever you think, we're all Tottenham fans at the end of the day. It's always good fun.
We need to have players with double Zs in the name, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, bring back the glory days of Jason Dazelle.
Yeah. Who was he supposed to be? Hoddle Mark II?
He was the new Hoddle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jason
right.
Gazelle.
Who actually called him the new Hoddle?
Some
His
idiot.
agent.
I'd love to, because there must have
His
been
agent or his
drinking.
mum, something. Outstandingly bad signing. Soul Taker said, waiting in. Oh,
sorry, that was my fault.
Waiting in the levers to go, and then Paratici has, I'm told, 4 other players whose deals are already done, just waiting on the people to leave. Let's hope so.
If that's true, I really
surely
hope
it'd be 4 in total, not 4 more. That'd be an insane window if we signed 6 players.
Can you imagine transfer deadline night at 10 to 11, me and Ben? Tottenham have signed another player. Ben would be hitting the roof and everywhere.
I'd be like, throw the big guy over the room. Mr. K is going to get the screen out saying, leave it in. Anyway.
Yeah, thing is, this one, Gedson Fernandez, that's going to be
that's
what
we're getting.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan saying, afternoon, lads. Afternoon, mate. Good of you to join us.
Ryan.
Saying again, Gedson Fernandez, Hi, Alex. Hi, seller agent, sends Eugene. I've heard Icardi could be one of those 4 deals. I kind of hope not, to be honest.
He's a horrible bloke.
Yeah.
They're just Alex sent hi to Eugene and Seller Agent saying the same thing. Morning, Sean. Hope you're well, sir.
Morning, mate.
Hope your prepping's going all right, whatever you're prepping for. But big up, sir.
I have heard Brian Daigle, apparently according to Paul O'Keefe, no more Simons are coming in by the end of the day, unless there's an absolute miracle. So that's piss off.
That I believe.
Yeah, that I believe.
Morning, guys. Missed you, says Right Heart Lane. Morning, mate.
Yeah.
Good of you to be here.
Yeah. Three people saying hello to each other.
Cody Matt, good morning, Cody.
Morning, mate. Morning, mate. Good of you to join us as well.
Yeah.
Right Heart Lane. Right Heart Lane saying my arms are tight and achy. Started to do some weightlifting. My arms are feeling as tight as Levy. That's pretty bad, mate.
It is.
That's pretty bad.
It really is.
You won't be able to reach for your wallet.
Yeah.
Joseph Monaghan. I don't recognise the name before. Perhaps new to the channel. Ben, is your coffee shop near the stadium?
About 40 minutes. We're in Woodford.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah. So, if you find it,
And Andrew Bailey, morning, lads. Hope all is well your end.
Yeah.
Soul Taker, just would like to say that I love to see some positivity today. Had weeks of moaning. We've had 2 in the door and 1 or 2 more on the way. Let's be positive. If we do get if we get 2 more on the way, I'll be very positive about it, I must admit. But we'll see. We'll see. Atavakron saying Levy has never put his foot on the gas. No, he's never put his foot on the gas, has he? No, true. Whenever we needed to push for that little bit extra to get us over the line, it's never there. And here we go. Are we ready, Ben? And it's
Danny Kiriakou.
Danny Kiriakou. Hello, all. Hello, mate. Good of you to join us.
Yeah.
And Nicholas saying breaking news: Real Madrid and Mbappe deal agreed for the summer.
Isn't that's not a surprise, is it? Really?
No, of course not. No, of course not.
Apparently, Aubameyang is in Barcelona.
See, that's the kind of crazy one where I'd half of laughed and half expected it for Levy to put in like a £35 million bid for Mbappe. Well, made up in that, mostly in add-ons, obviously.
Yeah.
Right, Heart Lane. I'm going to walk the dog in the woods. I'll try to watch while I'm out. Fair enough, mate. Go for it.
That's it.
Seller agent saying Bun.
Yeah.
Big up to Daniel from Barnabas. Big up, mate.
That started with Sean when Sean called Danny Bun.
I love that. Sean Bun.
Yeah.
It's just going on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Barnabas saying time to play the Godfather theme song. Yeah, that'll work.
True.
Philip Brady is here. Why would we play the Godfather
everyone's just saying hello to each other. Then we've got this one, Cove, for you.
Oh, accents when Yeovil are winning big time. The fans saying, "Ooh, it's a massacre."
There you go. There's the Dorset accent coming out now.
Paul O'Keefe has just said via Daily Hotspur.
He just said at Tottenham Tantrum Gold. Paul O'Keefe has just said via the Daily Hotspur.
Yeah, go under.
Yeah. Justin, THFC are done with incomings today unless a miracle happens. Yeah. So that's one of the more reliable of all the sources is Paul O'Keefe, isn't he?
And then 18 M police cars revolving lights, Justin.
I
Hopefully you've got a quid for your phone call, Danny.
Yeah. I don't know what the 18 police are. They coming?
I saw that the other day somewhere as
well.
I
sent you something and it came with that as well. You said that to me. I sent you something from Twitter and it came up with that 18 police cars.
I thought, yeah, it's strange. Never mind. I don't understand what that's all about.
Oh no. He's saying hello to there. 6 players. Spurs will cause the main traffic in London. LOL.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice.
There are 4 at the Soul Ticket says there's 4 on the burner, of which we'll sign 1 from if the players leave. Yeah, that could be. Total of 3 incoming, he says. And Spencer Arnold, hello everyone. New to the channel, I don't remember the name. Good of you to join us anyway.
Yeah.
We're saying today may be more about outgoings than in. Yeah, could be.
Yeah,
could be. Like and subscribe, people, says Nicholas.
Yeah,
thank you, mate. Yes, definitely. We always miss people leaving a little like, hitting the like button. It never seems to happen. Understand though, sometimes you just enjoy having something on in the background and you forget things like that. I know I do it. Alexander saying Villarreal bid for Lo Celso.
Good.
Yeah, they're talking about that at the moment, so hopefully that will go through today sometime.
Hopefully. That's by Marker. Yeah.
Marker as well, which is reliable.
Yeah. Have we, Wayne Bonner saying, have we re-signed Hassam Ghali yet? Not yet, but we are working on it.
Bloody well,
I hope not too, but there you go.
Well, it takes some of the hatred away from Levy, doesn't it? Or does it? No, just put it back on him even more. Got to say, you guys and Tommy Talks Ball are my favourite Spurs channels, but you are my first. Oh, thank you, Ryan Lane. That's really
very kind.
And you have our favourite name.
Absolutely.
Heart Lane.
Yeah, I love that name. Can I just say to him personally, I've been talking to him personally. He's a top bloke, and if you need anything, you know where we are. We're all here for you, man. But I love the name. He's absolute diamond. He really is.
Stevie Fraser saying, I've gone. I've completely gone. I give up. If Aubameyang leaves, then they don't replace him. Then I'm adding that to my happy thoughts folder for this window.
Yeah,
you never know. Apparently, Isaac is in London, so maybe he's going to Arsenal. But I don't know.
Although the happier thought would be if he stays.
Yeah, and he's still getting 350k a week.
Absolutely.
He's in Barcelona at the moment.
Danny's saying in the next hour something can happen with Dele Alli. That's according to Romano.
I see him leaving.
Where would Dele Alli? I'm answering this question. I'll start with you, Kuva, and then I'll go to you, Ben. Kuva, where would Dele Alli go? And where do you think he would fit in the best?
I wouldn't sign him if I was running the club. I'd stay well clear. But perhaps Pochettino. Well, Pochettino loves him, doesn't he? So maybe he could go over to PSG. There was talk of Newcastle before, but I mean, I'll just think he's somebody to avoid.
Ben?
Where whoever's paying us a frazzle. I'll take one frazzle for Dele Alli right now. No money, don't need anything, just get rid of him.
I like frazzles though. Don't bring them into your dirty little dealings. Just punt him out the door.
Yeah, that's why it's a good deal, because I'm getting a frazzle. I like frazzles.
No, yeah, but nobody's going to pay a frazzle for him, are they?
Who knows?
Eugene saying good stream yesterday. I didn't see it. I will watch it, but I heard it was brilliant.
Apparently, Sunderland are interested in Defoe.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
I'd like to see him end his career there.
Yeah.
What a great striker he is to Defoe. I mean, he's been a brilliant.
Just a lovely bloke in general.
Yeah.
No one can talk shit about Jermaine Defoe after what he did to the kid Bradley Lowry. No one can talk any shit about him. He's a lovely bloke. He's a legend. He's a legend of football, and he probably deserves a knighthood.
Right Heart Lane said, thank you, Dermot, and everyone. I've had a hard week last week, but I'm finally talking to someone about my MH on Wednesday like a professional. I'm starting to do weights now, and I'm 4 days sober from smoking.
Big up yourself.
Nice one, mate.
No,
nice one, mate. Always going to back somebody that's making an effort to try and improve their situation. So big up to you, mate.
Big up, man. Spencer saying maybe an Everton or something.
Could be.
Can you really see him going to Everton?
Yeah.
Not personally, no, but wait and see.
I think if he's going to go anywhere, I think he would go to PSG for Poch. I think that's the only place where he.
I'm happy if he just wanders into the Thames and finds his way out to sea. That's fine.
Yeah. This has got dark here.
Well, I am. I just don't want him at the club.
Yeah.
Mark Cousin said Denny to Yeovil to sit on the bench. Why would Yeovil want them?
I don't know.
Yeovil's a decent little club. They wouldn't want him. Spencer Arnold saying, I don't know. Not many clubs will want him. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely true. There we go.
Wayne Monner, Defoe was quality. I was gutted when we got rid of him. Yeah, he scored. Whether you rated him as an all-round footballer or not, the fact is he did score a lot of goals for us.
And he's a lovely bloke as well.
Yeah, he is lovely.
He did a lot. He did an awful lot for that little lad as well, didn't he? When he was ill, an awful lot for him. So
that's why no one can talk shit about Jermaine Defoe in my presence. No one is allowed to talk shit. Whenever I met him when I was about Chigwell, we bumped into him a few times whilst we were around. He always had a smile on his face. He's always had time for fans. When I was a mascot against Sunderland years ago, he was always a lovely bloke. He's just the top bloke in my opinion.
You're a mascot? What, for Tottenham?
Years ago.
Yeah.
It was the game where Darren Bent missed a penalty for Sunderland against us years ago.
Did you chase him out of the stadium? Did you, Darren Bent, for that?
Well, he was a Sunderland player, so I was bloody happy.
Oh, right. He was shit for us, though, wasn't he?
Darren Bent.
Yeah.
He was all right. He was average. I mean,
he was replacing one of the best strikers we've had in our history, and you could never do that. You couldn't replace Robbie Keane. Yeah. Those shoes were too big for him to fill.
Yeah, definitely. It's a bit like Chris Armstrong trying to fill Jurgen Klinsmann's boots.
I'm trying to think of some of the little projects that JD was doing off field as well. He was involved in a lot of charity work and setting up his own
stuff for his mum for the stuff. Was it Trinidad?
I think it was, wasn't it? But he set up his own foundation, didn't he?
Yeah.
I was always impressed with that. Really put in the time and effort. A lot of players want to be seen to do something, but some players actually do make the effort, and he's one of them.
Yeah. And then the last few comments there, basically, it's just, hang on, let me do that. It's basically that one there.
Just on that one, yeah.
Yeah, they're just really talking to each other, really there. So that's all up to date with the comments. It took us an hour to do that, which is brilliant.
People have got things to say, haven't they?
Yeah, that's more. Koof, right, let's start with you very quickly. The whole transfer window as a whole. This is a question I will ask again tonight, go more in depth tonight, but I want to ask you just get your opinion on it because you want to be on tonight, I think. Do you think the transfer window should be done over the season, or are you happy just with this 1 month of buying the players through the seasons? Do you know? Are you happy with? Do you know? What do you think of the January transfer window in the whole?
Well, if we did it properly, I wouldn't have an issue with it at all. But I mean, we're always leaving it till the last moment, so it's awkward for us. But I kind of get the idea. People, managers say it especially. Sometimes they're just glad when the window slams shut, so they can just get on with what they need to be getting on with, rather than worrying about chopping and changing teams about. Comes to a point when the fans as well, we get sick of it and just want to see some players and just get on with the football again. It's kind of a distraction in the middle of the season, but I don't know. I'm not convinced on it, but we've got what we've got.
Yeah, Ben. Quickly, we're going in depth a bit tonight on our deadline show, but do you feel that the transfer? Do you feel the 1 month is a good thing or not?
I mean, it's only a registration period. You can do transfers all through the seasons. You're only allowed to register in 1 month. So there's no reason why we can't get the deals done before the transfer window and sign them on the 1st of January. But of course, the club hasn't got a decent record with transfers. We always do it late. It's entirely a club sport. We've got time. Barcelona and Man City sorted the deal for Ferran Torres by January. Or they just got him done on the 1st. So we've got no excuses. You can sign players the entire year. You just need to register them on the first day. Clubs always talk to each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, we've got Mark Cousins here saying he agrees with Sean it should be a couple of months. I mean, Danny, for doing that, they're going back to how it used to be. It was open from the start of the season. It never closed. So do you think it was better then when it was just open all the way through the season?
I don't like it because it means Newcastle could buy their closest rivals' players at the end of the season and you can get away with it. Money talks.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. You've got to have this. Like as Ben said, I mean, when you've got money bags, clubs out there, you can literally just fiddle the system by doing exactly that. If Newcastle are in danger and they've, say, got Norwich on a run and they've got Norwich coming up in a couple of weeks' time, you just buy out their best players and
or just unsettle them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they wouldn't care about buying them out straight out, would they? I mean, the cost of going down is easily more than the price of paying a couple of star players off Norwich.
Wayne Bonner says, I want to know if we're working on signing pre-contracts.
Who knows?
Do you think that could be happening, Goof? Do you think they could be looking at that?
I'm going to go with what we always see, and I'm going to say no. We always leave things too late. I think we'll start working on summer signings mid-summer. We just always do it. I mean, we'll see.
Record.
Yeah. 21 years of evidence, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. And Ben?
He'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll come back to you. We've got Paul O'Keefe said that we are done. Such a short window. Leaving need to go after a manager not being backed.
We could say short window or short window. Both have got quite a good meaning in this sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, another manager not being backed.
Yeah.
That'll follow suit, wasn't it?
It does. And I agree with that 100%.
Again, people will say, it's difficult to sign people in January. But as just discussed, you get things lined up throughout the rest of the season. It is literally when you register them at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have had deals lined up well in advance. Conte knew before the window was coming up what he wants. Paratici will know. And Levy will know but won't care because he likes to leave it late.
Yeah.
Prefer to go on holiday to the Bahamas rather than deal with the transfer window.
What did you make of that trip to the Bahamas? I mean, that was such bad timing, wasn't it, really?
Well, yeah, it's not just that as well. But then when you also factor in the likes of Paraticis at some of the games, looking really grumpy, like he's not managing to get things done. He's been held back. That's the impression he was giving anyway. Yeah. And you just think Levy off to Bahamas, middle of the transfer window. We desperately need some players to just to get our top 4 chances alive. And it doesn't look good, does it? I mean, why so late? Why so little? It's just typical us, isn't it? Make it look like we're doing something, but actually just sitting back.
Yeah, and it's just Levy, stinks of Levy again, does not want to spend money, does not want to invest in the team, which has been evident for 21 years. I did start with you in this one, Coop, then I go to Ben. Would you love see me do?
Semedo.
Yeah, from Wolves. I think he's class.
No, I don't rate him. He's another player that Barcelona got rid of for the sake of getting rid of him. He hasn't really hit the ground running at Wolves either, really.
Yeah, it's one of those players that flags up as what they call the wonder kids on the like of Football Manager, but he's never really fulfilled that potential so far.
No, he didn't.
It's the same thing with Emerson, really. If he was that good, would Barcelona let him go?
Yeah, exactly.
We've got this one here from Alan Harris. No one wants to talk to Levy. I mean, that's
definitely some truth in that, isn't there?
Yeah, he must be the absolute, honestly, the hardest man to deal with. But there you go. That's all the comments apart from this one from.
Okay. Alan Harris saying, do that, Coover, and Conte will walk by the 1st of July. That's what I think is going to happen personally, but we'll wait and see. I mean, maybe we do get a couple of signings in today. Yeah. Maybe something like that happens. Could make a big difference to the team. In which case, Conte might be happy to stay. Who knows? But I'm not hopeful. It's just you can't ignore that track record under Levy.
No, that is very true, Coof. So there's a lot going on today with the transfer window. As Cooper said earlier, this was a short show anyway.
One more here, Eugene. Yeah. Levy went to the Bahamas to visit Lewis to plan more property acquisitions. Levy out. Yeah, exactly. It's, transfer windows here, but let's work on something else instead.
Yeah, and then we've got 2 here from Danny Kiriaki.
Yeah, Tottenham will continue to monitor for any late opportunities that will arise in the market up until the deadline. But the exception is that Kulusevski and Bentancur are the only 2 arrivals on deadline day.
It's funny that Alistair Gold tweets is after Paul O'Keefe. It really makes you wonder. Yeah, I do like Alistair Gold, but Paul O'Keefe always seems to be like an hour ahead of him.
Yeah. Well, Alistair Gold's probably running it through the press office at Spurs first, didn't they?
Possibly.
Make sure they don't get upset by it because otherwise it makes it more difficult for him.
And then Eugene is saying they've not been confirmed. And this one here from Mark Cousins, we've got a cinema. What more do you want?
There we go.
I want a Tottenham Tantrum Gold showing the cinema at the cinema.
Yeah. We'll have a cinema with no seats and no popcorn though, won't we?
Yeah, that only shows Tottenham Tantrum Gold.
Yeah. And constantly showing the Brian Daigle protest.
That's it. Leave it out. Right. Do you want to talk about anything else? Or
not really. It was just sort of the build up for the end of the transfer window, isn't it? We're all waiting to see what happens. I'm sure that's what everybody else is doing this day, checking the Twitter feeds every 2 minutes and
that's it.
Popping on to see if there's a show pops up on YouTube. That's what we're pretty much doing.
And then me and Ben will be back at 9 o'clock with Mr. K and Mark Cousins tonight for our deadline ending show. Up to midnight, I think we're going to from 9 to midnight, and then we'll see if Tottenham. We're not talking about Tottenham. We're talking about all transfers this evening from all the Premier League clubs. Talking about if the transfer window is a good thing, and also going through who's done the best deals and who's done the worst deals. Basically, every player's going here, there. So that's what's happening this evening. I think us three are popping on to the Old Hotspur on later, and then I think then we'll be dotting all over the place. But thank you very much for everyone watching this morning.
Oh, let's just give another little big up to Shelfside Spurs for they're gonna on Thursday 7:30. They're gonna have Mickey Hazard over on their channel.
So brilliant stuff.
They need to be bigged up for that, and everybody
Res,
head over. Give them
Res is brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. Really thrilled for him.
In the business, you know. As soon as he starts, he's not stopping.
Yeah. So we'll keep reminding people this week until that show happens, but definitely got to check it out.
Yeah, and everyone, please get down to the protests at Hotspur Way with Brian as well. So if you can't get that now, please retweet everything on Twitter. We can't let this drop, and we must keep it going. But thank you for everyone watching this morning, and we'll see you later, and we'll see you back at 9 o'clock tonight.
And there's only two words to go with it.
Yeah,
Levy out.